big series coming up this week in the AL East involving Tampa Bay and Baltimore. Right now, just a half game separating these two teams. The Baltimore Orioles looking to continue their hunt for a spot in the AL wildcard race. Tampa's a favorite, though, with Kluber on the mound. Lower total here, 7.5. Are you seeing value in this game?
The interesting part about the handicap for me is going to come down to the left-handed batters, how they match up with these pitchers. Got burned a little bit yesterday on the Baltimore Orioles. They actually had this game 3-3, which would have been a perfect backdrop to go to extra innings and take down a 4.5. Wasn't able to get that, but I do think they match up pretty well with Corey Kluber. Over the past month here, Kluber struggled a little bit. xFIP approaching 5, not a big strikeout guy. Here's also an interesting thing. Walk percentage, Kevin. He's faced over 100 batters. It's at 1%. So the balls are getting in play because he's not a big strikeout guy, and that's usually a good thing. Now, let's take a look at the righty-lefty splits here for Kluber against right-handed batters. He's done really well at 263 weighted on base percentage with an ISO of 0.22. So nobody really doing any damage whatsoever. But left-handed batters, Kevin, a little bit different story here. A 407 weighted on base percentage and an ISO of 275. In the lineup tonight, anticipated Mullins, Rutschman, Santander, Vavra, Odor. So we're going to get probably what? At least 5 left-handed batters in the lineup. So let's flip it over to a Tampa Bay perspective. They really haven't hit much this year, but it seems like that's the prevailing theme on a year-to-year basis with Tampa Bay. You play in a pitcher's ballpark, the ball doesn't travel. You just use that quote-unquote, we get timely hitting here and lean on our pitching staff and pick up wins. But Voth is on the mound. He's not a very good pitcher. You know him from his Washington Nationals fame, close to his xFIP close to 5, Kevin, over the past 30 days. But also, take a look at these splits. Right-handed pitcher towards right-handed batters, Kevin, a 154 weighted on base percentage and a 0 ISO. Sensational stuff here. But to left-handed batters, a 426 weighted on base percentage and an ISO of 324. Lefties do in the lineup tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays: Peralta, Lau, Choi, Mejia, Walls. I mean, there's a lot of batters here from the left-hand side that can do some damage. So even if you don't like this game per se, maybe a hitter prop parlay, just using left-handed batters, you might be able to pick up some money tonight.
Interesting. I'll also mention Kluber saw the Baltimore Orioles twice in the month of July. Over 11 innings, they registered 15 hits and 8 earned runs, 9 total runs there. Had some success against Kluber, perhaps seeing a familiar face overall. That lineup can do some damage here.